All right. Hello, everyone. Here is my ID. Then all the participants wave to the camera. All right. So here we go. All right. Hello, everyone. And thank you for joining my speech tonight. My name is Will, and I will be presenting an informational speech on attending EDM music festivals. We will go over a broad interview of what they are, what the biggest ones are, the top performers headlining each one, and then we will go into the pros and cons of attending each of those. I've attended many music festivals in my past, and I plan on continuing to enjoy these awesome memories. All right, now you can go to the next slide to the PowerPoint. All right, so a broad overview of EDM music festivals. They're massive events held throughout the world that display incredible theatrics with the different visuals each performer puts on, the light shows that is curated to all the music. So let's go over now the top music festivals in the world. So the top music festival in the world is Tomorrowland, which this is held in Belgium. And a fun fact about Tomorrowland is back in 2019, according to EDM World Magazine, brought in over 400,000 people from throughout the globe. And the tickets sold out for this in 45 minutes. And it actually had 2 million people in the queue trying to get them. So it shows you how much of a massive event it is. One of the biggest music festivals in the US is EDC, which stands for Electric Daisy Carnival. And there is two locations in the US. There is Las Vegas, which is held usually in April or May, and then here locally in Orlando, which is in 3 weeks. I will be attending this along with one of our viewers, Jess. We will be going in as VIP members because we like our own space. We like to premium bathroom experience, premium entry, stuff like that. So, and then the third big music festival, there's a lot of others, but Ultra Music Festival. This is held in Miami and also other parts of the globe, like Tokyo, which is massive. So these events bring in top performers, top DJs of the EDM genre. Tiesto, David Guetta, Martin Garrix are some of the top three performers, some examples. And if you go to EDC, Ultra, or Tomorrowland, this is where you can see these people guaranteed. They're gonna be there along with other top people of the dance category. So these artists are more of the melodic dance music. The other popular genres that you can see at the music festivals include dubstep, which is more headbanging stuff, house music, and that is it. Yeah. So at these events, there will be corresponding stages for like more like the main stage with all the poppy melodic stuff. Then you've got like the dubstep and the house stuff. So you can go to the next slide. Now we will go. Oh, now that we have gone over an overview of festivals, let's take a look at the pros of attending these festivals. So the first pro is the ability that you make lifelong memories. The visuals and with the lights and all the backdrops, the performers, they will quickly get stuck in your memories for a lifetime. This also goes into memories with your friends. Festivals are a great place to go with your closest friends and enjoy social interactions all weekend long. Another pro is that the festivals are a great way to unwind from the stresses of everyday life. For one that has a typical 8 to 5 job, festivals are a great thing to look forward to on the weekend to get a stress relief and go enjoy good music with your friends if you're into attending raves and stuff. And then the last pro would be that we're going to discuss in this speech is seeing the world's top DJs, as we've already discussed. By attending huge events like Ultra or EDC, you're going to see these big and popular electronic artists. You can go to the next slide. So now that we've covered the pros, we are going to get into the downside and the cons of going. So the first con I'm going to discuss is the huge crowds. Thousands and thousands of people attend these festivals, sometimes over hundreds of thousands, like Tomorrowland, EDC, and Ultra. And when you see an artist, the crowd can be very big and close quarter with other people. So whenever you're dancing, you're going to be bumping into other people in the process and can be a little crammed and uncomfortable. And this goes into the next con, which is the mosh pits that break out. And some people like mosh pits and going crazy, but if you're like me, mosh pits are a little stressful and uncomfortable and they, it's just getting bumped into, and then you could also possibly get injured in the process. So yeah. And then the last con I'm going to discuss is the alcohol involved. People are obviously going to be drinking at these events, like at any club or bar, but sometimes people, can get too drunk and they can get aggressive when you're dancing and bumping in because it's so tight. So you just got to watch out for that and be careful. All right. So next slide. So now that we've discovered or covered the cons, we're going to dive into the conclusion. So let's take a look at what we learned during this speech. So first, we looked at a broad overview of what EDM Festival is, including, what it is, the top events, all the artists that go along with it. Then we dived in to the pros and all the fun that you could be having when you attend, and then the stressful things and all the cons that go along with attending it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this speech and you learned a lot. Now I'm going to open the floor to some questions.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead, Mr. Fisher.
Great speech. I actually found that really informative. I've never been to like electronic dance concert or festival or anything like that. But the way you described it, I definitely feel like it'd be something I'd maybe have some interest in. But for EDC in 3 weeks, have you ever been to EDC, or is this going to be your first time?
So this is actually going to be my first time, and I'm very excited. The lineup looks very good. I've heard a lot of people say some bad things about it, I guess, because the artists they like with all the dubstep stuff or particular people aren't going to be there. But the main stage is absolutely loaded. I think I'm going to plant myself there, only leave for Slander Saturday, who is the person I'm looking forward to mostly. But yeah, other than that, very looking forward to it. Yeah, a little stressful with all the the cons I discussed, but we'll get through it.
Perfect. I got a question too, if you don't mind.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, so actually I've been to a couple raves, and I learned a lot during this speech. So thank you, by the way. I didn't realize how big that the Belgium festival is.
Yes.
But I just have a question for you. Like, who's your top artist that you want to go see at this upcoming festival?
Yeah, so as I explained in the last answer, Slander would be my top. Okay. They're basically my favorite artists, and following them on Instagram, the visuals and the music that they play from they're on tour right now. This looks incredible. So definitely very hyped for that. All right. Well, I think that about wraps things up. Thank you all again, and I hope you all have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you.